to start, we're always going to draw really lightly. You're just kind of mapping out where everything's going to be. This will help as we go farther on with the drawing. I'm going to do another layer over top. This one's a little more detailed than the last. Now that I feel pretty good about my pencil sketch, I'm going to go over top that with my pen. These are micron pens. Hopefully I'm saying that right. They're like waterproof, right? So they're not gonna bleed or run all over the page when you put the watercolor over top. So they're really nice. Now it's time to erase all the pencil and just leave behind the pen. Here I'm mixing up some beautiful blue hair for the cute old ladies. Now remember, with watercolor, the only white you're going to get is from the white of your paper. So you're going to see me leaving empty spots on with the painting, and that's going to be the highlights. And now you'll see this whole painting, I'm going to use one brush. I haven't done a whole lot of watercolor, but I really like to just use this one brush for everything. It holds a lot of paint, and I can do little details because it has a pretty fine point on it, and then I can, cover big parts of the page because it can hold so much paint and water at the same time. With watercolor, time is of the essence, so you'll see that I'm mixing up my paints, the colors, before I start on a certain section of the painting. So before I started painting her face, I kind of mixed up a lighter tan color and then more of a pink color for her nose and her cheek. And with like an illustration like this, you'll see that I didn't wet the paper down beforehand. I'm just painting the wet paint on the dry paper for some. I also always have a scratch paper to test out the paint colors before I put them on the paper. Another tip for watercolor, you'll see on every little section of the painting, I'm going from top to bottom. So I'm going to start at the very top, and then I kind of like pull the bead of water all the way down the section with that one color of paint that I'm using. Another thing to remember about watercolor, so before I said time is of the essence, right? You don't want your paint drying and then trying to go back over top it with wet paint. You need to get it done in one fell swoop. I promise you'll regret it if you try to go back later on. You see something you want to fix and you try to fix it, and what you'll end up doing is just ruining it. It will move around the paint and you'll have these weird blotches. So don't try, just kind of leave it. The good thing about this style of painting is it's kind of messy, and it's alright if everything doesn't look perfect, and I think it gives it some character. So it's alright if you mess up or something bleeds into the other color. It'll look fine. You can see that I rushed it in that blue skirt kind of bled into her pink sweater, but it's okay. Not the biggest deal in the world. I think if I was ever to illustrate a book or something, I'd try to do it this kind of style. I think it's so cute. This reminds me of books, children's books. The more you paint with watercolor, you'll be able to kind of feel how much paint or how much water is on your brush. Right here, this has a lot of color in this paintbrush right now and not as much water as some of the other previous colors I've put down. Okay, we're on the home stretch. Just a few more details and we're almost done. There they are. 3 cute friends. I saw this picture on in Pinterest and I just had to paint them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.